What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we'll be reacting to Tom Holland explains how hard it was to get Zendaya to be his girlfriend. This just came out like 20 minutes ago, but yeah, let's get to reacting.
It was quite obvious that in order to get a girl like Zendaya, Tom Holland had to work hard. We've seen his attempts for a long time, and
Work hard, dude. Feels like to be to me, it feels like Zendaya has been swooning over Tom for weeks.
looks like our Spider Man finally got his MJ. But what exactly did Tom Holland do to get Zendaya to date him? If you want to know all the details, stay till the end because in this video we will reveal what took Tom Holland to get Zendaya as his girlfriend. When the snaps of Tom Holland and Zendaya getting intimate in Tom's car were published by Page 6, the whole world
Thing is, with that photo, it's funny how this exact photo is the one that really motivated me to make videos on them. I know I give Tom and Zendaya a lot of crap in my videos, but I do love these guys from the bottom of my heart. I absolutely love them. I think they're great together, but I'm not that type of person that's like when they breathe, they're like, oh my god, they're dating. No. I keep it calm and collected. I always assume what is out of which is out of the thing. And at first, like when I saw the dating rumors, I was like, nah, nah. What does it have to do with the likes of Tom Holland? What? But then I saw the photo, and I'm like, okay, Tom, what type of genjutsu you got me caught in here? Because I swear that 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 just yesterday you were in the friend zone, but but that was what really motivated me. But yeah, let's keep
took
moving.
it as an official confirmation of their romantic relationship.
Yeah,
However, both Tom and Zendaya
it was like to me when I saw the photos, it was like a very big kick in the chin. And you would think Zendaya has learned her lesson not to get into a car with Tom Holland. Eh, eh, eh. I'm telling you, 2022, Zendaya's Tom year. Jesus Christ.
were absolutely not happy that their photos were leaked, but it is safe
Yeah,
to say that it
I
was
I
not for the
think
first
I would
time when the
be
two were linked
unhappy if
together.
that was
The
happened to me.
entire thing started for the first time back in
Too late, you
2016 when
guys
Tom and Zendaya
loses.
just met on the set of Spider Man Homecoming. They're both not one to make their relationship public, another source told US at the time.
And there's the thing. I watched a dating expert, and it's funny how I do. I watched a dating expert on these guys, and it was like so weird to me because like I tried to do stuff, and he said that Zendaya acts a bit nervous around Tom. And that was so refreshing for me to hear because like I actually had never heard that. He used the word smitten, but but you can previously tell that she was a bit nervous around Tom, and I think I know the explanation for it. Zendaya way back when in the hot hits of Spider-Man: Homecoming, she did say that she does love to keep her relationship life private. So I thought that probably might be a reason why, but yeah.
at the time. They're private when it comes to dating, so any photos that have come out would have just been them going about their business and not knowing photographers were around. But the source forgot to mention that Tom actually had to work hard to at least make Zendaya cross him out from the friend zone. Even though everyone was saying that Tom and Zendaya were in love, every time when something like that surfaced, Zendaya was the one who quickly shut down the rumors. The two really started off as friends, and one insider confirms it. Zendaya and Tom started off as really great friends and stayed that way for a long while before things turned romantic. They work really well together because he makes her laugh and she really helps guide him through the world of celebrity. As for Tom, he also had to play the role of Zendaya's just friend, and in every interview, he was telling everyone that they were just friends.
Tom's a really good actor. He knows what he's doing. Don't think you can pull wool over his eyes, alright? If he wants something shut down, he can get it shut down. He can shut down the entire Tom Daya thing within just one tweet. Bam, boy. And it's funny because, like, I know Tom never meant for any of this to happen. He never meant for him to be in the limelight like this. But hey, Tom, you might as well get in the limelight now. We don't know if he'll see you again. So yeah.
We are like the best of friends. She's so great and amazing, he said. I'm a little worried about dealing with fame, but Zendaya is super famous, and she's been through this, and I just call her up and say, how do I manage being famous? I'm very glad I have a friend like her. In 2017, Zendaya denied another rumor about a romantic relationship with Tom Holland. As soon as Zendaya saw a few reports about them dating, she took to Twitter and wrote, 6. Wait.
Wait. My favorite is when it says we go on vacations together. Ha! I haven't been on a vacation in years. So dumb. Oh, Z. Only if you do. You guys are on the vulnerable side in this. You're, you know, is that Danae, don't you realize that if you posted something like this right now, we would have millions of pictures to prove. hmm. Huh. So yeah, if you posted something like this, take this into accommodation. That if you posted something like this, you 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 would not win. All right, you would not win. Just saying, Z. Pick and choose wisely. Because from what I've seen, these Tom Daya stands are out for blood. So yeah.
My favorite is
Back then, the paparazzi weren't that interested in them. And but right when they start getting into the limelight, they stumble
when it says we go on vacations together. Ha! I haven't been on a vacation in years. How about you at Tom Holland 19?
But the thing is, you're full of crap. Oh my god, get back in the fudging trash. You're full of shit. Cause like, like literally, like maybe not that then on in 2017, but in 2018 y'all went to some Santa Barbara thing or something. So if you said this today, you would get destroyed, alright?
96. The same year, Zendaya spoke to Variety about her relationship with Tom, once again denying relationship rumors. We
Every rumor she had. See, that's the sign of a good actor. Is when they can hide things really well. And I'm not one to judge, but Z hid No Way Home so easily. You could see the moment where Z almost let her soul leave her body. That's for sure. So, so yeah. But the only reason for them keeping this a secret is because they're good actors. It's because they're good actors. So they can keep their stuff private or public if they want. Because they're just good actors. How do you think she kept No Way Home a secret? But yeah.
are friends, she said. He's a great dude. He's literally one of my best friends.
You don't have to repeat yourself. We heard you the first time.
This past how many months we've had to do press tours together. There's very few people that will understand what that's like at 20 years old.
Yeah, but yeah, but by the time y'all finished shooting, already almost coming up on you and Tom's birthday. So by the time y'all got finished shooting, you guys would have already been 21. 21 years old. And there's very few people, I understand what she's trying to put on here. No one knows what it feels like having to do press at 19 and a half years old, you know? Well, 20 and a half years old. No one knows what that's like. I completely got you there, Z, but what you're saying here is that with these rumors you're denying is that a couple months later and a couple of years later you fell into the rumors. It even more. So if you had the audacity to come out in 2017 and address this, why don't you just address it now? Come on, Z. If you guys are celebrities. Well, not saying, but you guys have a lot of power when it comes to stuff. If you want something shut down, you could get it shut down. You know? Anything shut down. All you need to do is get bodyguards. But yeah.
For Tom, we just understand that he had to hide his feelings for Zendaya and follow that just for
Yeah, and Zendaya had to too, because she wanted to keep it professional. So did Tom. So I
friend's
understand.
narrative. And then, Tom tagged Zendaya in a very interesting place. Tom Holland took to IG and posted a photo of him, Zendaya, and their
This
co-star,
Zendaya and their co-star. It's Jacob, alright? Come on, give the Jacob name some respect. Man, everyone's forgetting this guy. Come on, man, ask Jacob some questions. He's just been sitting there while Tom and Zendaya are off in Wonderland together. So yeah. Oh wait, this is funny. I'm assuming because you don't know how to work IG, that's the reasoning behind my name placement. Yeah, Tom, was that on purpose or did you make that mistake? Lie if you did this on purpose. You a dirty dog, alright? I respect it. But also, you gotta stay cautious of what you're doing, mate, alright? I sound so British. I agree with Z. Even though I know Z and Tom have said multiple times that this is inevitable, but it's not. All the pictures that have been released by the paparazzi could have been 100% avoided. If you guys would just keep your hands off each other for at least 9 minutes. And maybe rumors wouldn't be so strong, but no. That, that was just too hard, wasn't it? Well, I understand, but guys, if you guys want to keep it professional, act like you want to keep it professional. I don't have much experience in acting, but I know that an actor needs a good reputation and positive in a positive way to keep that. Because I swear, if you call the things y'all do in interviews professional, I'm sorry, but did you graduate from George Bush University? Because it seems like you're beating around the bush. What the crap? You say you want to keep it professional, act like you want to keep it professional. But yeah.
Tag Zendaya there. Zendaya then commented on the post saying, I'm assuming because you don't know how to work Instagram, that's the reasoning behind my name placement. When some fans tweeted at Zendaya asking if the tag was subliminal.
I knew, right? As that post was tweeted. God, I remember seeing that post back in 2019. I was like, oh my god. This boy needs help. This boy needs help. This dude cannot get over his obsession. Even though Zendaya fell for Tom pretty easily. Took no convincing at all, mate. It feels like 2017 just to 2020. Bam! Kissing photos released. Boom. Absolute perfect. I wonder, when they're not hanging out together in public, what do they do in their spare time? Let's have a look. Well, I don't even know what they do in their spare time. I think Tom is probably sitting at home, maybe playing golf. And I think Zendaya would just play with her dog Noon, to be honest. I always saw Z for a dog lover, so yeah. And somehow, and it's funny too. I would have put this in there. It's funny too, in so many interviews, Zendaya has said that that she thinks the little Tom was so cute, which gave me the idea that she loves the little Tom more than she does the original. Don't tell Z I said that, alright? I ain't here to start controversy, but Jesus. That cracked me up when I saw it. I'm like, dude, that is funny. That's funny.
Zendaya repeated that it was unintentional. Nah, he's just Instagram stupid, she said. All these years, Tom and
Brainless.
Zendaya were trying to convince the whole world that they were just friends. But eagle eyed fans knew that they were more than just friends, and they really felt sorry for Tom because he obviously wanted to tell the entire world that he and Zendaya are a couple. But it seems like things have changed after the iconic
Mm-mm. Hey Dan. uh, that Tom did not feel. Tom Day fans did not feel sympathy for Tom at all during that point. All right, it's weird too because I leave mom was watching, but yeah, this was something. But I do understand that. But hey, let's get one thing straight. Hey, at least he hasn't spoiled his relationship like he spoiled millions of other movies. Tom Holland, I'm on your ass. That sounded so weird, but yeah, I'm on to you guys. Don't worry. Don't don't you worry. Oh my god. I always pot Tom, are you taking a nap, mate?
MJ post that Tom Holland shared on his IG on Zendaya's birthday. Tom Holland shared this sweet message for Zendaya as she celebrated her 25th birthday. Posting the photo from the set of Spider-Man, he gushed, "My MJ, have the happiest of birthdays. Give me a call when you're up." After that, Zendaya almost revealed to the whole world that she is dating Tom. While she didn't mention Tom by name, Zendaya joked about her family's protective nature when it comes to the guys she dates. During her British Vogue cover story, Zendaya said, "My dad, my brothers, it's a whole thing. Good luck to whoever wants to take that on." Do
Right. Thing is that Z. I hope you realize who you're talking about here. We're talking about the pure babyface Tom Holland. Alright? We're talking about him. The charming guy. The charming Chad, alright? That sounded so weird. Charming Chad. We're talking about the man who literally has quads for flip for for flipping abs, mate. We're talking about the guy. You knew exactly right when Tom walked in your parents' doorstep that he's already won. That's the thing. That's the thing. I know Z tries to hide this, but come on, we all know. We all knew right as Tom walked in that door, his family were already charmed. They didn't even need to hear him talk, need to hear him speak. They just knew he was the perfect one immediately. You're talking about the guy who eats who gets trash talked for breakfast. You're talking to the guy who somehow makes you laugh every interview. I really want someone to show me like an interview where Zendaya does not laugh one bit when she's around Tom. I task you with that, mate. I task you.
you think it was a hint on Tom Holland? Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. However, it seems like Zendaya became a little more comfortable talking about Tom in public, and in one of her interviews, she gushed over Tom and the way he plays the role of Spider-Man. In an actor way, I appreciate that he really
I see you. I see you. Trying to cover it up, huh? All right. See, I feel like when I first saw the photos, I was like, okay, yeah, the paparazzi are just kicking them while they're down now. But yeah.
Loves being Spider Man. It's a lot of pressure. You take on the role of a superhero wherever you go. To the little kid who walks by, you are Spider Man. I think he handled that so well. And seeing him at work, even though he's not a Virgo, he is
Well, I'm sorry, Z, but does that mean MJ's Virgo too? Well, she she seems to be pretty smart, so even though, let's be honest, if I could if I could see Tom if I could see Tom do the quadratic formula, in your dreams, Jacob, in your dreams. Some days I wonder what would Tom look like. Wonder what Tom and Zendaya's relationship would be if they were actually not scared to show their relationship. Wonder.
a perfectionist. Spilling the tea on what it was like watching him on the set of Spider Man Homecoming, Zendaya continued, "Our director allowed me to come in every day of the shoot, and it was so cool. And it was
You kidding me?
cool to see how he cares so much about his work and making it right. I watched him do a fight scene all day, which is exhausting. He'd do a move, come
What
back to
scene she's talking about? I think I remember this interview, and I think we all know the Green Goblin fight scene. From what I heard from Tom, the last two takes, all he would do when they call cut was collapse. I wonder what Zendaya's reaction was to that. I didn't see her, but I knew that I knew she was on set that day because hello, we got a shot of Jacob and Ned, not Jacob and Ned, Zendaya, not MJ and Ned. So she and Jacob had to be there that day. So I knew she had watched that firsthand. Literally, I wonder what would the reaction be if Tom actually lost this fight. I wonder. You want to know what would actually be scary about Tom? What if he's doing a fight scene with Willem and he said he was really hard to fight? What if Willem actually broke his ribs when he punched him? Am I the only one who thinks that Tom could have been seriously injured if the directors were not safe about that fight scene?
monitors, watch it, and say, I can do that better. I'd be like, dude, you got it. But he wants us to be perfect, and I really appreciate that. She went on to share the sweetest list of things she appreciates about him on a personal level. Yeah, he's a fun time, very charismatic, can make anybody feel comfortable, and have a good laugh and a good chat. A good chat. I sound so British. Maybe the two were really fine about keeping their relationship hush-hush, but in one of the interviews, Tom Holland hinted that Zay is the one in charge, and she basically decides when and what they will do. In one of his recent interviews, Tom Holland was asked about the details of his relationship with Zendaya. Tom refused to talk about it and said, "It's not a conversation that I can have without her. You know, I respect her too much to say this isn't my story. It's our story, and we'll talk about what it is."
Whoa, Tom. I know you don't let Zendaya bully you around, dude. Well, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. But from what I'm hearing, it seems like Zendaya is in control of what they do. What? I actually never knew this. What? she in control? Why can they not both be in control? I feel like Tom should be able to make his own decisions. Well, well, well. As Zendaya said, she is the mom of the group. Because let's be honest, with the way Tom acts, I would not be surprised if any babysitter quit. I would not be surprised. So yeah.
when we're ready to talk about it together. Moreover, in another interview, he opened up about the kissing in car photo and said he wasn't really happy when the paparazzi leaked it. Tom
Well, well, I know you're unhappy about the photos, but some part of you should feel grateful about the photos. Because, Tom, you understand with keeping a relationship private is more hard than, well, is more hard than keeping movie secrets. You have to understand that. So, while y'all were doing Spider-Man, y'all had a hundred more times pressure on your chest trying to deal with the media and also dealing with the interviews. So you should feel, grateful that those photos were released so you could have some pressure off your back. Because it feels like when you were dating Zendaya secretly, it feels like you had a lot more pressure on your back, alright, right? So you should feel somewhat grateful about them.
said, one of the downsides of our fame is that privacy isn't really in our control anymore, and a moment that you think is between two people that love each other very much is now a moment that is shared with the entire world. Wait, did Tom just confirm that he and Zendaya love each other very much? Seems like that. After hearing that, fans couldn't believe it was actually happening. He also discussed how the viral photo pics made him feel. I've always been really adamant to keep my private life private because I share so much of my life with the world anyway, he added. We sort of felt robbed of our privacy.
Yeah, that's what I understand as well. That you have to, Tom. You still have a lot of learning to do. We all do. We all do. You gotta understand, like when you accept that you are famous and you're solidified in the acting scene, you have to beware of the risks. Even though you like to keep your private life private, that doesn't keep up forever. Because you slip up and you make a bad choice. And that's exactly what you did with the kissing photos. Is that you made a bad choice, but somehow Zendaya did not get on you for that. Well, I hope she did, but I don't know whose idea that was. I don't. I don't know if Z and I don't know if Tom impressed Z in that car. I don't know the details of what happened in that car, but all I know is that a steamy makeout session was going on in that car. Jesus. Jesus. And I give MJ and Peter crap for flipping mauling each other's face. But dude, that is the epitome when you're watching the person who were doing it on screen do it in real life, and you're like, Jesus Christ, these guys need help.
For Zendaya, the leak felt quite strange and weird and confusing and invasive. She echoed Tom's feelings on keeping their relationship private.
Because, but you gotta understand that you can't blame it all on the paparazzi. You have to take into account that it was your decision. And Zendaya, don't try to play the victim here. It seemed like you voluntarily let Tom do it. Doesn't seem like you were trying to friend zone him at all, mate. Maybe if you try to friend zone him just once in your relationship, then maybe the media wouldn't be on both of y'all's backs, alright? You gotta understand, you gotta put into logic when you do these things. Why don't you just. Why don't y'all just do stuff at the house? It's not that hard. Like, no one knows where Tom lives. Well, even though they know where Z lives, so if they were to hang out at Z's place, then I think that would have been a disaster. But it's weird because, like, you gotta understand that you can't blame it all on the paparazzi. Do this, that you have to really be responsible for your actions. And Z, if you would have held back there, you wouldn't have the media on your back 24/7, right? But yeah.
And also confirmed that they love each other. Zendaya said, "The equal sentiment we both share is just that when you really love and care about somebody, some moments or things you wish were your own." Zendaya continued, "I think loving someone is a sacred thing and a special thing, and something that you want to deal with and go through and experience and enjoy amongst the two people that love each other." Wow, it seems like the two are really dating and they just don't want anyone to know what's going on between them. As for Tom, he really did a lot to make Zendaya trust him. He showed he respects her and her decisions, and it was probably the key factor. Do you think it was really hard for Tom Holland to
Um,
get Zendaya to be his?
yeah, but also let's take into let's take into account here that Tom is not just no or normal actor. He not only can make a person feel comfortable in situations, but also we knew right from the start with Zendaya's reputation in men, and when she publicly dropped the bomb drop on what her expectations for men are, we knew that Tom was the perfect candidate. We knew Tom wasn't going to go down easy. He would, but I feel like with this, she's kind of overreacting it a bit, like saying like, "Oh, Tom had to work." Well, I understand because you got to play hard to get, and that's exactly what Z is. She plays hard to get. But the thing is that Tom might be young, but he has the impressment that he can do things that no other person could have achieved. And with Zendaya as well, she's achieving what no other person in the world could ever achieve. She's the youngest to win an Emmy. She's won the Fashion Icon of the Year award. She's done much. And she gives back to her fans. She knows that she can't just keep everything to herself. And that's what I respect about these two is that they know that this is happening. If I ever get to interview them one day, I'm not going to bring this up in conversation. Like, of course not. Like, I don't know if they're hostile about that. You know? I'll probably just ask them, "Hey, how you doing?" Blah, blah, blah. See, I don't do that stuff. I hate when people do that in interviews. Like, come on, guys. We have to do better. We have to do better. I know everyone can't contain their excitement, but we have to do better. We need to start respecting these people's privacy and stop putting the pressure on them. I've posted a few paparazzi photos, but I have good reason to post them. With what I do, I have a good reason to post paparazzi photos, even though no one has reason to post them. I have a good reason because I wanted to see if I could spot the other things that other people don't. You gotta you gotta understand that when you get into a job that includes a woman and you have to play love interests on screen, it's hard because like you have to be able to know how to deal with this. And I pray that during filming Far From Home and No Way Home, well, especially Far From Home, I really hope like and Z filming other movies. I really hope like no one was a bit overprotective because like I feel like with these two they respect each other too much. They respect each other. So I think they see with Malcolm and Marie, he came out and supported Z through it. Because you know because you have to respect when you have to put on an act for screen. You know, you have to respect that very much. Because why can you not just let it be what it is? Like these guys could have been dating ever since they walked on the set, and you wouldn't even know. They're such great actors.
Friend, we are dying to know your opinion. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button to not miss out on all the important information about your favorite celebs. See you in the next episode.
That does it for this video. See you guys next time. Peace, and let me know what you guys think.